Hey, welcome to X3, One Topic, Three Pundits, myself included, pundit number one. I'm also here with Andrew Eisner and Joe Engo to discuss, well, the story topic is Google goofing up, and Eisner, this is your story.
Well, I've just been reading a lot of reports about little things that are all sort of all adding up to maybe Google is having some difficulty.
Well, if they have difficulty?
So first of all, I mean, Eric Schmidt says, you know, Siri is a big threat. Now, he has to say that because this is the antitrust thing, so he's got to say, you know, Apple is really a valid competitor to look at Siri. So maybe that's a little questionable, but then they just did a change to the reader, and even the product manager panned it, you know. I mean, everybody's saying, and then they changed Gmail, and
yeah,
so,
I'm not a big fan of the new Gmail looks, honestly.
What don't you like about Gmail?
It's just there's so much padding in it that it's just everything's just all spread out against the screen, and there's no separation between the panels. It's kind of hard to really identify what's going on the screen.
Do you use Gmail?
Mm-mm.
I don't.
No, I have Gmail, but I use
it,
my. Of all things, I use Squirrel Mail, which is a.
Squirrel Mail.
I love Squirrel Mail.
Are you nuts?
Oh, whoa! Hey,
actually, I think that was one of their slogans at one
really?
point.
Okay.
Yeah. No, we integrated Squirrel Mail into PHP Grouper way back in the day. So yeah, I know the development team pretty well.
Yeah, so I use that.
Yeah.
And it has its problems. I mean, especially when you have a lot of email, it's almost impossible to search through content. Mm-hmm. And Gmail searches through content nicely.
It searches, but you ever try to sort on one column? You can't do it. I mean, there are a lot of limitations.
Well, you know, is there a good email that is like powerful, like Outlook's supposed to be, but Outlook is like a clunker? I mean, is there anything? There used to be something. Eudora Mail used to be good.
Yeah, I know.
There used to be all these different kinds of clients that were powerful.
I mean, I've been using Mail.app. The new version with Line is not too bad. It's a
Mail.app.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the default Mail client.
That's a Apple product.
Well, yeah, but it's a lot better than the last one.
What about
Who
Windows?
uses Windows?
Yeah, we do.
Who uses Windows? 90% of the market uses Windows.
Yeah. So getting back to Google, I mean, what about Google Plus? Do you think that's going to succeed?
You know what they've pulled a stunt here.
Yeah.
This is a talk about antitrust stuff. Mm-hmm. So now if you go to Google News and you see the news rundown that they have, if there's a Google Plus member that wrote the story, they highlight his picture and the fact that he's got a Google Plus account with a link and the number of followers.
Yeah. Yeah, they're doing everything they can to promote it, and they just brought in these the brand pages. You know, when Google Plus first came out, people were trying to create brand pages, and Google would kick them off. And all of a sudden, now they're saying,
you can do it?
"Oh yeah, sure." And maybe that's not such a bad idea. Maybe the Gap can have.
Because they're losing a lot of people actively logging into it. I mean, it's a ghost town. I have a lot of people that I'm following. A lot of people follow me.
You think so?
It's a ghost town.
Yeah,
I see maybe one post every 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Like it's a ghost town.
I only post about
I don't
once,
hold out a lot of hopes for it. I mean, you know, yes, it's got 40 million members, but Facebook has 800 million. You know,
yeah, but of that 40 million, how many of them are actively, you know, doing anything on it?
Yeah.
Well, the people who are real fanatics.
Yeah.
I mean, they really like it, and they use it for all kinds of different things. And I think it's a useful tool for some people.
Yeah.
I just find it to be a verbose version of Twitter.
Yeah.
Because you get the stream of people, but instead of keeping it down to 140 characters, they ramble. The trouble with most people who aren't professional writers, I mean, professional writers can be worse because they can ramble for days, but at least it's somewhat
Especially when they're getting paid by the word.
But but when you're cut to 140, you can you have to make it concise, which I think was the genius of Twitter that people seem to keep overlooking. They ridicule that. Then all you have to do is go to Google Plus and look at what the stream looks like. It's unreadable. There's people with long, and when I was a kid, my dog used to bite me. You know, it goes on and on with pictures and all kinds of crap and links.
Honestly, I mean, I really do like the concept of how the followers work, though, because I mean, there's people who follow me that I really don't care about.
No, I
like
that too. I
really like
the circles and all the rest of it's kind of cool. But you know, and then you have your circle of jerks, which we all do. You've been watching X3.